are France becoming such a powerhouse in rugby? Why are they producing talent after talent after talent? And why is the French league so damn strong? I want to get into this because I get asked this quite a lot, and I love French rugby. But there's a lot of people that don't actually watch it and then they comment on France, right? So I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to see if you guys think I'm wrong. Please like, subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And I want to try and answer a couple questions in my point of view. So please like, subscribe. Let's get into it. Now, first of all, let's break this down from the most simple essence of money. First of all, France is pumping money into their rugby system like there's no tomorrow. Before, France used to be a league that old experienced players used to go to die. Well, to retire. You know, they want to get themselves a relatively good paycheck. You know, the rugby isn't as good. And it was the easy route, right? Get paid, get a couple more years on you, and, you know, see you at the end of your career. Unfortunately, rugby has a very, very short lifespan. As a professional player, you're probably going to be breaking into top tier side. Let's say in your early 20s, you're going to be retiring early to mid 30s. And then what? You're going to be leaving the game with your body broken, multiple concussions, and probably trying to figure out what day it is. It happens. It's part of rugby. It's a physical game. But not anymore. France is no longer a place where people go to retire. France is now where the best go to thrive, where the best go to play, to test their mettle. We look at someone like Jack Willis, right? He had the option to go to the Premiership and still play for England. He opted for Toulouse. He had a special contract which allowed him to play for England for a certain amount of time, right? That has now expired, so he's now not eligible to play for England anymore until he comes back to a Premiership side. Look at Owen Farrell. Owen Farrell was playing, I think he was playing for Racing for many years, wasn't eligible for England, and now he has joined, I believe, Saracens. So he's back in the Premiership. He is going to now be available and ready to play for England again, which is always lovely to see. I think Owen Farrell is a very underrated player, and I feel he gets a lot of smack, which is not true, not necessary. I think he's actually really, really good. So, but I digress. We are now seeing top tier talent going to France. We are now seeing not only that, we are seeing the grassroots system that France have been putting in place for many years now. This is not just France is amazing. No. Wales need to look at this system. They need to start looking into the structure. Right? Even the Premiership are looking into the French system, which is where they took the promotion and relegation system from. Yes, they made a couple tweaks, but ultimately that is off of the top 14's system with top 14 and Pro D2, their system of promotion and relegation. What does that provide you? That provides you with a consistent fight. In the Premiership, I feel that teams got too sloppy. They got too comfortable knowing that we're not going to get relegated. We're going to finish last. We're not going to get... Look at the Saints. They gave up all of their Premiership hopes in the second half of the season. You know what? It is what it is. We're going to play. We finish 8th, 9th, 10th. Meh. You know, we work on next season. We're going to put all of our focus into the Champions Cup. Now, although they ended up getting beaten by Bordeaux, French team, it was a good game. But what I'm saying is you will not find a French team that is going to be fighting for relegation that comfortable. Just to say, you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to play my best squad, in the top 14. You're not going to find that, because there's that hungry team in Division 2 that is going to be waiting. Now, it also comes down to if they can actually meet the criteria to be able to go up into the first division. Fair enough. But there are those teams in the second division that are hungry, those teams that are there for the fight. But not only that, those players that are making a name for themselves, those players who want to be seen by the top tier squads. We've seen all throughout, a lot of the top 14 teams are recruiting, and they are doing it well, right? But not only that, you look at the stars that are coming from all of these players, from all of these teams. You look at Jalibert, you look at Biarre, Damien Penaud, Antoine Dupont, you've got Antonio, you've got bloody Nolan Lagarec. I can name you, if I actually had to sit down and write out a list of top tier players and top tier talents at the Sogbe, for instance, I would be sat here for quite a while, right? Because I would probably be able to give it to you, sorted in category order. So their youth system, their grassroots system, but not only that, their league system is, in my opinion, far superior to the URC and the Premiership. I prefer the way top 14 system works. It's a long, hard, grueling season. And yes, that does also conflict with international duties, which is why you never really see Antoine Dupont or many of the top tier talents go down south, as we saw with France, who actually put up a very good fight up against the All Blacks, considering they didn't have any of their top tier sides. And even then, Barassi only ended up joining at the back end. So they have a lot of... There is the good and there is the bad side to it. But you look at the talent that they are now developing. Biarre, for instance, the guy is scoring for fun. He's breaking records for fun. People don't know how to handle him in the Champions Cup. He is one of the most scary wingers in world rugby, especially with his kick and chase. You're not catching him. He's on that. He's that speedster. He's Roadrunner. All you hear is beep beep, pew. That's all you hear. So France are building this empire of just elite talent, whether it's Mofana, whether it is Boqueton, whether it's Antoine Dupont, Jalibert, Maxime Lucu, Mofana, Barassi, Damien Penaud, Tomo Ramos, Antonio, Malvaca, Mofana. Talent. Deep set talent. And this is only getting more deep because that second division is just creating monsters. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch it, first of all, you can watch FRUK, Egg Chasers secondary channel. Beautiful. Thank you. I love you, Tim, from Egg Chasers, from the bottom of my heart. I've been looking for something to truly be able to watch Pro D2 rugby, and to have someone like Tim from Egg Chasers do that, I love him. And just elite content creator. And you can see he has a true love for the game, because he could charge people for this. I would pay to see this, but you know what? Out of the goodness of his heart, he goes and puts it on YouTube for free. Just subscribe to FRUK. Phenomenal. But not only that, guys. If you are in any way questioning what I say, I get this a lot. People say, you don't know what you're speaking. You're talking cock. You don't know what you're talking about. Take your time. Watch Pro D2. Watch him. Truly watch him. And you will start to see why the French system is so dominant. They have one of the best systems out there. And it comes from their grassroots levels. They put a lot of money into it. A lot of these players are superstars. You look at South African rugby, look at why we are so dominant. We have a full schooling system based around it, finding people in their early teens until they get to their adult years and they end up signing for the Sharks or the Bulls, or they can go through Craven Week, or they go through, the international systems. There are 9 million different ways to become pro in South Africa. There's also 900 million ways to become a Springbok. Is it easy? No. Are they looking for the best of the best? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. But our schooling system is there literally to build a fortress, to build the next generation of monsters, which you will see coming over the next couple of years. Asanatin Tlabakanye, as an example. Sasha Feinberg, another example. Ethan Hooker, another example. We have a lot of talent, but we have a school system around it. There are not many places where you have a high school game that attracts 20,000 people to the stands. Where will you ever see my boy? He's 13 years old. He is 13 years old, and he plays for his local rugby team, and I love to go watch him. But what you might find is 10, 15 parents there cheering on their kid. Understandable. People are busy. They got busy lives. It is completely different in South Africa. They attract thousands of people to watch these games. You look at Grays, you look at Paul, the list of South African schools are ridiculous. It comes from our grassroots system. It comes from how we raise the next generation. Someone like Wales haven't found that, or they've lost it. And I think they've been destroyed by boardrooms and statistics and numbers, and actually lost the essence of what it means to be Welsh rugby. But that's for another video. France are truly developing into one of the most scary squads in world rugby. And mark my words, within the next 5 years, I honestly do believe we will see France hit number 1. However long it's going to be, I personally feel if France continue to develop the way they are developing, within the next 5 to 6 years, we will see France touch that number 1 spot. Right now it's revolving around the All Blacks, the Springboks, and Ireland. But France are not far. They are edging around those corners, and they are catching up to them and saying, don't mind me. I'm just coming here nice and quietly, and next thing you know, boom. Things could have changed very different if France had to play their top tier squad up against New Zealand. It would have been. France's depth is crazy. And even then, as an example, Antoine Dupont goes out injured. He's injured for 9 months. Hopefully he's going to be back for later on in the year, or potentially early 2026. You bring on Maxime Lucu. He's just as bloody dominant. Yes, he's more experienced. He's older in age. He's 32, 33 years old. And he's only going to have a couple more years in his belt. But you know what? They got Nolan Lagarek. They've got 900 more players that can fill in that spot relatively easily. So they pump money into their system. Their league system is built to generate competition. It's there to build on the second tier squads. It's there to build on the top tier squads. And I mean, even then, you look at the finances that a lot of these top 14 sides have. It's far superior than what most teams in the URC and the Premiership have. Albeit they are the outliers, but on a general basis, French rugby is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So you can see why a lot of players want to go to France. We've seen Eben Etzebeth go to France. We've seen Cheslin Colby go to France. We've seen loads of All Blacks go to France. I can't necessarily name them now. We've seen a lot of English go to France. Owen Farrell just came back from France. Jacques Willis is currently in France. I mean, even Brennan. Brennan has heritage. And he chose France. So, I don't know. France are creeping. And people are not even going to realize how hard they're going to get hit when they're going to see France at a full-scale demolition team that they're gonna release, and I think it's gonna be pure fire. So, guys, where am I going wrong? Do you think I am truly wrong? A bit controversial as to whether France will hit first within the next 6 years. I'm not saying they're necessarily going to stay there very long, but I do feel that they are going to hit first. I truly do feel they are going to hit first. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below about that. And do you think I'm talking BS? Am I wrong here? Is my outlook on French rugby wrong? Let me know. So on that note, I'll catch you guys later. Cannot wait for the Springboks to play France later this year. It's going to be phenomenal. If the Springboks can get a win over New Zealand at Eden Park, I don't even care about the second game. I just want that Eden Park win. We then go and play Ireland, and then we go and play France. Who, if the Springboks can get wins out of them all, oh my word, that's going to be amazing. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.